Margaret never thought much about color. At 72, she had settled into a wardrobe of safe, muted tones, beiges, grays, and soft blues. But then something strange happened. One evening, she impulsively put on a red silk scarf, a forgotten gift tucked away in her drawer. As she stepped into her favorite cafe, a gentleman she had chatted with before did a double take. "There's something different about you today," he said with a smile. That moment sparked a realization. Color has power. Science backs it up. Certain shades naturally catch the eye, evoke emotion, and even influence attraction. But which colors make the biggest impact? And why do they work so well? Get ready to uncover the 8 colors that instantly capture attention, and how they can transform not just how others see you, but how you see yourself. Let's begin with a shade that exudes confidence and passion. 1. Red, the color of confidence and passion. Margaret hesitated as she held up the red blouse in front of the mirror. It was bold, fiery, and completely different from the neutral tones she'd grown comfortable wearing. "Red is too much for me," she muttered, almost convincing herself to put it back. But something made her try it on. The moment she stepped outside, she felt something shift. Walking through the park, she caught a few second glances, not in an overwhelming way, but in a subtle, appreciative manner. At the grocery store, a stranger held the door open and said, "That color suits you." Psychologists have long studied the power of red. It's the color of energy, passion, and confidence. Men, in particular, are naturally drawn to it, whether in fashion, branding, or relationships. A famous study from the University of Rochester found that men consistently rated women wearing red as more attractive and engaging than those in other colors. It's a color that signals vitality and boldness, a silent yet powerful statement. Margaret didn't expect an overnight transformation, but something was undeniably different. She felt more alive, more present, and it had nothing to do with seeking attention. It was about owning her space. How to wear it? If an all-red outfit feels like too much, start small. A red scarf, earrings, or even a classic red lipstick can add a touch of vibrancy. The key is to wear it with confidence, because when you feel good, people notice. 2. Blue, the color of trust and serenity. Margaret always loved blue. She had a sapphire ring from her late husband that she wore every day. It made her feel connected to him, safe and grounded. But she never realized that blue had a deeper psychological effect on people. Unlike the fiery boldness of red, blue is calm, reassuring, and timeless. Research shows that people associate blue with trust, loyalty, and dependability. That's why it's used in everything from corporate logos to medical uniforms. It naturally puts people at ease. One evening, Margaret attended a small gathering at a local book club. She had always been shy in large groups, but that night, she decided to wear a royal blue blouse. The moment she walked in, she noticed something interesting. Conversations flowed more easily. People seemed more drawn to her presence. It wasn't about the color alone, it was the way it made her feel. Blue exuded a quiet confidence, making her approachable and open. And it wasn't just her imagination. Men, in particular, respond well to blue. It signals stability and warmth, making it a color that naturally fosters connection. How to wear it? Navy blue is a fantastic alternative to black, offering sophistication without harshness. Soft pastel blues, on the other hand, can make you look fresh and youthful. Whether it's a silk scarf, a blouse, or a tailored blazer, blue is an easy yet powerful color to incorporate into any wardrobe. 3. Purple, the color of elegance and mystery. If there was one color Margaret never considered wearing, it was purple. It's too extravagant, she used to think, associating it with royal robes and velvet curtains. But one afternoon, while browsing a vintage boutique, she saw a stunning lavender shawl. On a whim, she draped it over her shoulders, and the moment she saw her reflection, she gasped. Purple had a way of elevating everything. It was neither too loud nor too subtle. It was sophisticated yet intriguing. Psychologists have long associated purple with wisdom, creativity, and mystery. Historically, it was the color of royalty and intellect. worn by rulers and poets alike. But what makes it truly special is how it makes people feel. Men often describe deep purples as alluring, elegant, and intriguing. Unlike red, which is bold and fiery, purple carries an air of quiet confidence. It's the color of someone who knows her worth without demanding attention. Margaret wore that lavender shawl to an evening dinner with friends. The moment she walked in, one of her friends said, "You look so regal tonight." It was a simple statement, but it made Margaret realize, colors have a way of bringing out what's already inside us. How to wear it. If deep purples feel too dramatic, try lavender, lilac, or plum. All softer yet equally captivating. Whether in scarves, jewelry, or a flowy blouse, purple is a color that exudes confidence and depth. 4. Green. The color of renewal and vitality. Margaret had never paid much attention to green. To her, it was just the color of leaves, of grass, of things that came and went with the seasons. But one afternoon, while sorting through old scarves, she found an emerald green one tucked away, forgotten. She had bought it years ago, but never wore it. Too bright for me, she had thought back then. But today something felt different. She wrapped it around her shoulders and studied herself in the mirror. It didn't just look fresh, it made her feel fresh, like the first breath of spring, after a long winter. Green is the color of life, renewal, and energy. It has a natural calming effect and is often linked to youth and vitality. Research suggests that people associate green with balance and well-being, which is why we instinctively feel more relaxed. But here's something fascinating. Studies show that green can also make a person seem more dynamic and full of life. That evening, Margaret wore her emerald scarf to her weekly garden club. "There's something about you today," her friend Diana said. "You look refreshed." That's when Margaret realized it wasn't just the scarf, it was the way it made her feel. And that feeling? It radiated outward. How to wear it. If deep greens feel too bold, start with olive or sage, which are softer yet equally striking. Green pairs beautifully with neutral colors and can be added through scarves, jewelry, or even a handbag for a touch of natural vibrancy. 5. Yellow, the color of happiness and energy. Margaret never considered herself a yellow person. She had always thought of it as a color for summer dresses, sunflowers, and bright kitchen walls, not something she could wear. But then she remembered something. Her mother used to wear a soft golden cardigan, and every time she did, she seemed to light up the entire room. So, on a whim, Margaret bought a mustard yellow sweater. And the moment she put it on, she understood. Yellow is the color of warmth, optimism, and happiness. It's impossible to wear without feeling a little lighter, a little brighter. Psychologists have found that yellow stimulates the brain's serotonin production, the hormone responsible for boosting mood and confidence. It makes us feel happier. But here's what's even more interesting. Men are naturally drawn to yellow because it signals warmth and approachability. Unlike red, which commands attention, yellow invites connection. That day, Margaret went for a walk wearing her new sweater. She stopped at a local bakery, and as she stood in line, the man behind her casually struck up a conversation. Nothing extravagant, just small talk about the weather and the smell of fresh bread. But there was something effortless about it, something she hadn't experienced in a long time. Was it just the sweater? Maybe. Or maybe it was the energy it brought out in her. How to wear it. Not all yellows are the same. If bright shades feel overwhelming, try mustard, gold, or soft butter yellow for a more sophisticated and elegant look. Even small touches, a yellow brooch, a pair of earrings, or a floral print with yellow accents, can bring warmth to your outfit. 6. Black, the color of power and mystery. Margaret had always heard that black was the most flattering color, but for years she avoided it, thinking it was too serious, too harsh. That changed one evening when she was invited to a small dinner party. Not knowing what to wear, she reached for a black dress she had tucked away at the back of her closet. It was simple, with clean lines and a modest neckline. Nothing flashy, just classic. The moment she walked into the restaurant, she felt different, not just put together, but elegant. She noticed how the black fabric highlighted her silver hair, how it made her eyes seem brighter, and how it brought a certain presence that wasn't there before, and she wasn't imagining it. Studies show that black is the color of strength, confidence, and mystery. It's why it's a staple in fashion. It makes people feel powerful. Men, in particular, respond to black because it conveys depth, intrigue, and timeless elegance. There's a reason the classic little black dress never goes out of style. Throughout dinner, Margaret found herself speaking with more certainty, listening with more focus, and carrying herself with quiet confidence, and she realized something. Black wasn't overpowering, it was empowering. How to wear it. Black doesn't have to be all or nothing. A structured blazer, a sleek handbag, or even a pair of elegant black flats can elevate any outfit. To soften the look, pair it with accessories in gold, silver, or even a pop of color. 7. White, the color of grace and simplicity. Margaret never thought of white as a statement color. It was the absence of color, wasn't it? Something reserved for weddings, crisp linens, and snowy winter days. But then, she saw a woman at a cafe, wearing a stunning ivory coat. She wasn't flashy or trying too hard, yet everyone noticed her. There was something about the elegance of simplicity that made her stand out. That moment stayed with Margaret. The next time she went shopping, she found herself drawn to a soft white blouse with delicate lace details. She hesitated. Would it wash her out? Would it be too plain? But the second she slipped it on, something remarkable happened. White made her feel fresh, graceful, and effortlessly chic. Psychologists say white represents purity, sophistication, and renewal. It has a natural way of making a person seem light, airy, and full of clarity. Men in particular perceive white as soft yet powerful, classic yet modern. There's a reason Hollywood icons, from Audrey Hepburn to Meryl Streep, have used white to command attention without saying a word. That evening, Margaret paired her new white blouse with pearl earrings and a touch of pink lipstick. The moment she stepped into the room, a friend smiled and said, "You look so radiant today." That was all the confirmation she needed. White wasn't boring, it was a quiet kind of confidence. If bright white feels stark, try cream, ivory, or soft off-white tones that are gentler on the skin. A white blouse, a tailored blazer, or even a well-chosen handbag can instantly refresh your look and add a touch of timeless elegance. 8. Pink, the color of femininity and warmth. Pink had always been labeled a young color, something Margaret associated with little girls in frilly dresses. But one day, while visiting her daughter, she noticed something interesting. Her daughter, now in her 40s, wore a dusty rose sweater, nothing too bold, nothing too girlish. Yet, it looked sophisticated, warm, and effortlessly beautiful. Margaret had to ask, "You look so lovely today. That color suits you." Her daughter laughed. "You should try it, Mom. Pink is for everyone." That moment stuck with her. The next week, she tried on a blush pink cardigan. She expected to feel silly, but instead, she felt soft yet strong, feminine yet completely herself. Psychologically, pink represents warmth, kindness, and compassion. It's inviting, gentle, and universally associated with love. But here's what's fascinating. Studies show that pink has a natural calming effect on those around us. It's why certain shades are used in therapy spaces and even high-end fashion to create an aura of grace and approachability. Men, interestingly, perceive pink as soft and alluring but also confident when worn well. It's not about looking young, it's about looking vibrant and full of life. That day, Margaret met a friend for coffee. "You look so at ease," her friend said, and Margaret realized how to wear it. Avoid overly bright pinks if they feel too intense. Instead, try blush, rose, or mauve shades that add just the right amount of warmth. A soft pink scarf, a rose-toned lipstick, or a cozy cardigan can bring an effortless glow to any look. All right, let's be real. This wasn't just about colors. This was about owning your presence, stepping into a room like you belong there, because you do, and feeling fabulous while doing it. So, which color are you trying first? Drop it in the comments. I'm taking bets on Team Red versus Team Purple. And hey, if you've got a favorite color that makes you feel unstoppable, share it. Because life's too short for boring outfits and fading into the background. You're here, you're glowing, and trust me, people are noticing.